Hey guys, welcome back to a new episode of Comic Gamer. Today we're going to be talking about the most well-known video game character ever. If you ask little kids, they know him. If you ask your grandparents, they know him. He's everywhere. You take one step into E3, you see him, like, everywhere. Oh, you thought we were talking about Mario. Nope, we're talking about Blinx the cat. Oh, you don't know him? Well, that's probably because Xbox did a horrible idea. So, let me tell you about that. In the early 2000s, 2002 to be exact, Microsoft wanted a new mascot like Mario or Sonic to appeal to all the epic gamer kids. That's a good way of putting it. So, instead of Master Chief, who they thought was too violent, they wanted a more child-friendly approach, so they brought in this weird cat thing called Blinx the cat, who had his first game in 2002 called Blinx the Time Sweeper. I would not have known about this guy. I've never even heard of him until, I think a month ago is when I started playing this episode. It took me a little while to get around to it, but it's from my friend Galactus on Discord. He sent me them, and I'm like, who's Blinx the cat? So then I did some researching. Now I know who he is. And he's basically just a cat who goes around with a vacuum cleaner and tries to stop these bad guys from messing with time. In his first game, Blinx the Time Sweeper. And doesn't that concept sound familiar? Yeah, Luigi's Mansion came out in May of that year. This game came out October. And they're both cartoon characters who use vacuum cleaners. Huh? Microsoft, if you want to make something, make it more creative. Don't copy off of Nintendo. Oh, yeah. These games, you probably don't even know who he is nowadays because they failed. This mascot failed. Nobody knows who he is now. The game, bombed. Nobody bought it. So the game's super rare nowadays. It's going for really high. And got mixed reviews on review sites such as Metacritic and GameSpy with stuff like 6.5, 7, 8s. It wasn't that good. It was marketed as being the first 4D platformer, which just made the game hard and complicated. And I bet that's exactly what a 4D game's supposed to be. Hard and complicated. So, with the success of this one, I'd assume they'd make a sequel, of course. Yeah, that's what they did. In 2004, they made a sequel to Blinx the Time Sweeper called Blinx the Time Sweeper 2.
My bad, but I actually got the name wrong. It's actually called Blinx 2 Masters of Time and Space. So, enjoy this punchline that doesn't really even matter anymore. It doesn't work. Just enjoy. I messed it up. Sorry.
Creative name there. Yeah, it must have taken a whole bunch of people at Microsoft to come up with that. This game actually did worse than the previous one, with C's and 6.5 out of 10, so overall was not that good. Yeah, I don't even understand why they didn't just use Banjo-Kazooie, because they wanted a nice, furry, fuzzy friend to be their mascot. Banjo and all the Rare got acquired in September of that year. Blinx the cat came out in October. So why didn't they just make Banjo-Kazooie the mascot? It would have been more well taken, and I would really love to see that. He would have been the head mascot of Xbox and Microsoft. That would have been the greatest thing, because Banjo he needs more recognition nowadays. He hasn't had a game in 15 years, so yeah. So yeah, that was. Thank you for going on this wild ride with me, where I just wanted to discuss this forgotten Xbox mascot who nobody's heard of today. Hopefully I informed you about him, because, yeah, I like talking about forgotten characters. So anyways, see you guys on the next one. Bye!